So is there rhyme or reason to like bye weeks, or is it just kind of like where they can fit them in the schedule? Because I was surprised to see that there's only two teams on bye this week, but there were four on bye last week. I thought it kind of like builds up. It's like a,
There's
like,
three on there's three on buys in there. Or no, there's
no,
two.
that's not how even numbers in a 32 team league works.
It just threw me off because you put Jefferson down there on the graphic, and then I realized it's
Shout
because
out Drew for that.
he's injured. I get it. Um, yeah, no, you're right.
All right.
I don't know. I think it's just random though, John. To be honest
Yeah.
with you.
To continue our Broncos are bad at football narrative, we get the treat of watching them on Thursday Night Football this week, and they are going up against previous Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, with a 10.5-point spread. Mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chiefs. Mahomes has never lost to the Broncos, and it won't happen on Thursday night primetime football on Amazon. It won't happen.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you. I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I haven't seen enough offensive efficiency to want to put them in my best bets, but how bad the Broncos defense is making me consider it. So I'm going to ponder that as we continue to take our picks here. I might backtrack to add that one in, but I'm going to think about it. Ravens at Titans in England. Ravens are 4.5-point favorite. I like Titans getting 4.5. Both of them traveling to London. Both defensive teams. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to add this one to my best bets, I think.
I like it. I just don't like it as much as you. I can't add it to my best bets, but I do really like the Titans. Mike Vrabel has they dialed up some tough looks for Lamar Jackson the last few years. They've had his number, and when they've played, the Titans have definitely made his life hell. I think that they do it again. I think there's some issues, obviously, with drops on the back end, the trust issues there. And, that was against a good Steelers defense, and there was guys open. So what's going to happen when they play against the Titans defense that is confusing Lamar and throwing him different looks? And, you combine that with the drop issues. I think the Titans are slightly better overall than the Steelers anyway. I really like the Titans with those points, but I can't put in my best bets.
Yeah, and I mean, the other thing, though, that's worth considering, Baltimore is 3-0 across the pond, so that's -1. But also, this is the year that they've had some streaks snapped, right? They were the preseason champs, undisputed for many years in a row, and the Commanders spoiled that streak. So I'm gonna roll with it, and if they lose, they lose. San Fran at the Browns, only giving 5.5 points. That kind of surprised me. I know the Browns defense is absolutely no joke, but after what they just did to the Cowboys, man, I got to go San Fran. Giving 5.5 here. I think they win by more than a touchdown.
Yeah, it's fishy, right? It's fishy. You wonder why it's not higher. Deshaun Watson, I think, is going to play. I think he's coming back. I gotta do it. 49ers are my best bets.
I think I'm gonna hop in that with you.
After what I saw this week, now I am worried about a little cool down game. I am worried about a little bit of a slump after such a emotional, exciting win against the Cowboys, who they hate. That this could kind of be a trap game, but the 49ers are good enough to overcome a trap game. That's what I think.
Yeah,
like they could come out sluggish and still win by, 15
scores. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is yes, is the Browns defense no joke, 100%, but the 49ers have so many offensive weapons that you can.
Yeah,
there's not a weakness.
McCaffrey comes out a little bit slow, and Debo has the day of his life, or Kittle has the day of his life, or Juszczyk has the day of his life, or Ayuk, or the defense, right? I mean, Deshaun Watson, this is a tough look for him. It's a tough defense to go against.
Yeah, it's I was about to say, like, I think worst case scenario, the offense comes out sluggish and the 49ers defense can still dominate. So And I don't think they match up well either, right? Like I think the 49ers defense has a very strong advantage in the way that they play versus what the Browns have
because
been
they
doing
can stop the
offensively.
run,
Yeah,
and you know we'll see if the Browns can do enough in the pass game.
right. Carolina at Miami. Um, Miami is 13 and a half point favorites, excuse me. So they got to win by 2 touchdowns. And I'm still compelled to put that in my best bets because of what the Lions just did to Carolina. I mean, that is a
Well, don't
tough
get it
environment
twisted,
to
John.
play
The
in.
Lions are a better team than Miami.
I think the Lions could beat Miami. They'd have to hang in there defensively, but I think offensively we can score just as many points as they can.
Yeah,
I'm I'm gonna leave this off of my best bets, but I do like Miami to cover here.
I'm also going to do that, but I'm going to leave it off my best bets.
Colts at Jags. Jags are 4 point favorites. I like Jags to cover. They kind of got to win this game. I mean, divisional game. Colts are not a horrible team. Gardner Minshew's back at the helm there for the next few weeks. Like, this is an important game for the Jags to win.
Yeah, I think the Jags cover. I can't put it in my best bets because it's a revenge game. So Gardner Minshew, former Jag,
Okay, noted.
can't do it, right? I could see the Colts winning because of that, but I will pick the Jags.
Vikings at the Bears, certified tank bowl. Vikings are 2.5 point favorites. I like the Bears getting 2.5 at home. Got a little bit of confidence. Vikings are in shambles right now. Yeah, I like the Bears to cover. Not getting added to my best bets, but I like them to cover.
I like the Bears to cover as well. Justin Fields, 8 touchdowns in the last 2 games. That's a hell of a
Going
lot
up
more than
against the
Kirk
bad
Cousins.
defense.
Going up against a bad defense, going up against a team that just lost their best player. Yeah, I like the Bears in this game. I don't love the Bears though, so I can't put it. You don't go 16-9 by putting games in there that you don't love.
Yep, that's true. I got some catching up to do. It's annoying to have a positive record in this, and still you are head and heels above. All right. Seahawks at Bengals. Tricky one. These are both two good teams. Two teams that, kind of have a fire under their ass to win some games, especially Joe Burrow and the boys. I'm gonna say Bengals here. I think, again, kind of one of those games you got to keep. You got to win every game for the next few weeks, basically. So we'll see what happens. Your Jersey Mike's just come in.
No, Twan's leaving, going back to school. He came in. He said one thing. He said Bengals. That's what he said. He said pick the Bengals. I think I'm gonna take Cincinnati. I'm not gonna put my best bets, but I think that they've started to turn the corner, and this is a step in the right. They beat a bad team. That's called a get back game, and now they play a good team, and we've truly gotten back. Right, you have to beat a good team to truly be considered a threat. This is their opportunity to do so, and I think they do get this done at home.
I like it. Saints at Houston. Saints are a very small favorite. I First of all, my cat needs to shut up. I thought I killed her, and she's just back from the dead. Here to
Dude,
do you hear that?
You're telling me a ghost cat is haunting you right now?
Ghost cat right
Because it's
now is
Halloween
screaming on
time?
the other side of the door because she's hungry.
That's funny because I
Anyways,
thought I killed Twan and he just walked in.
right. So yeah, our ghosts are coming back to haunt us. I'm not fooled yet with the Saints' offensive productivity. I just think the Patriots might actually be dead. So I'm going to hold off on another week of potentially adding them into any best bets, but I do like them to cover here. I think they'll win this game.
I'm going to take the Texans at home. I like CJ Stroud. I don't think the Saints are very good. And I think that last week was kind of a fluke just against a really, really bad team. So I'm going to take the Texans. I'm not going to put my best bets, though. I don't love this board so far. We'll see if that changes if we get to the back half of it. But so far, it's some tough lines.
Commanders at Falcons. Falcons are a 2.5 point favorite. I don't like this one because I feel like the Commanders got something to prove after that loss, very embarrassing loss to the Bears. So I'm not going to touch this one, but I also like the Falcons to win and to cover.
I actually like the Commanders here. Mostly because I think the Commanders will play pretty tough defense against this Atlanta team, and I still like what I'm seeing out of Sam Howell. Believe that or not. I mean, it's crazy to see, but I like the Commanders.
I dig it. I dig the pick. While I disagree with you, this is a really tough one, and I do think, man, I don't think they're playing bad football. They're just, I think, still kind of getting in a rhythm with things. Eagles at Jets with a 7 point favorite. Um, This one's tough, man, because like Jets got to keep winning. There's a fire under their ass. Eagles are undefeated, but the Jets play really, really good defense. And I think they match up well against the Eagles, frankly, at least defensively. I'm going to pick the Jets to cover here.
Okay. I'm going to take the under.
Taking the under. I like it.
I'm going to take the under. I think it's a good defensive game.
Best bet, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't love taking unders. They're not fun to root for, but I think the Eagles' offense, doesn't match up very well against the Jets' defense, and I think Zach Wilson doesn't match up incredibly well against this Eagles' defense, and therefore there's going to be some horrible mistakes that maybe lead to some quick points. But I don't think either offense does enough consistently to get to that number.
Lions at Tampa. But who do you think is going to win the game, though, for the Jets?
I think the Jets cover, but okay. I think the Eagles win.
Got it. Lions at Tampa. Lions are a 3 point favorite. This one's tough too, man, because Tampa's not a bad team. They're playing good football. It's at their home turf. Again, don't love this board as of right now. I like Lions to win. I like Lions to cover. Not going to add them to my best bets.
I'm going to add the Lions to my best bet.
Yes, sir.
A lot of distractions going on in Tampa right now. Baker Mayfield at College game day for the Red River rivalry last week. They had their bye week or whatever, coming off the bye. They've had some extra time to prepare, but sometimes teams come out of that bye week a little slow. And I think the Lions are going to come and hit them in the mouth. So,
yeah, another thing to mention too with the Lions is that they have been playing very well in away games, really since the second half of last season. So, while you want to respect a home field advantage in most circumstances, the Lions seem to not give a shit about that whatsoever.
Oh shit! I forgot though, John.
What?
The Bucks are wearing their creamsicle uniforms.
Oh, do you want to take that back?
Oh my god! I have to consider this. Give me 10 seconds to think about this. I gotta imagine it in my head because those are some of those might top the Broncos with the coolest uniforms so far this year. Actually, they will top them.
Also, I decided I'm adding KC to my best bets because things are looking light, and I was thinking about it, and we don't like the rest of this board, so I'm going back and doing that because I like KC to win by more than 2 touchdowns.
I'm gonna keep the Lions. I'm gonna keep them, but it's kind of like betting against Dick Puck is dying. It's what am I doing? But also I really do think the Lions win this game. And I think they win it by more than 3, but the creamsicle uniforms, dude, it's such a cheat code.
Also, this is probably going to be the best uniform matchup of the week as well.
This might be one of the best of all time.
Yeah, because, I mean, the Lions Honolulu blue is going to go really well with that orange creamsicle. They're going to contrast very nice. That's going to...
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I cannot wait for that game just on that premise alone.
I might watch it with the volume off and just, vibe out. Not even watch it. I don't even want to hear what's going on. I
you just want to see the colors.
Sure.
Yeah. Pats at Raiders.
Revenge
student
game.
versus master revenge game. Both these teams suck. You will not catch me watching this game. So if I sound like I am making stuff up when we are recapping it next week, it's because I didn't watch it because it's a horrible game.
At least John's honest. John, what happened last year when the Raiders played the Patriots in Vegas and I told you revenge game and Chandler Jones stiff armed Mac Jones and actually buried him? Maybe that's why Mac Jones is so bad this year.
Yeah.
Remember
I
that?
do remember that.
So that same theory applies to this year. Although there's no Chandler Jones, there's still McDaniels, who clearly wants to outsmart the guy that he coached under for many, many years.
Prayers
You have
up for
Jimmy,
Chandler
you
Jones,
have
by the
Jimmy
way.
G, okay, who do you remember Jimmy G was shipped off by Belichick. Okay, he didn't want to keep him around to back Brady up when Brady was done.
Raiders are winning this game and covering.
Raiders win this game and cover. Patriots stink. Max Crosby eats Mac Jones alive. He might eat him just like he's like a Big Mac. I mean, literally, because he kind of is a Big Mac. Mac Jones isn't a skinny guy, kind of fat, kind of a loser. Give me the Raiders. Give me him in my best bets. Mac Jones blows. Bailey Zappi should start this game. Doesn't make a difference, though. The Raiders win.
I like it. I like that entire spiel. Cards at Rams. Rams are a 7-point favorite. That's kind of shocking. I mean, I like Rams to cover here, but man, that's a generous amount of points. I feel like based off of how both of these teams have been playing this season. But
I like the Rams. I like the Rams to cover as well, just because of the matchup here. But I'll tell you what, the Cardinals have come a long way from you calling them the Angry Birds. I will tell you that much.
They did. They didn't like that.
No,
I would
they
love
did
to
not
make
like
them an
that.
Angry Bird logo right now, but I can't.
You can't do it yet.
Nope. All right. So not adding to best bets though.
No.
Just confirming. Okay. Giants at Bills, and Bills are unsurprisingly in this case a 14-point favorite.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to take that just because the Giants have let up a significant. I mean, can probably backtrack here.
Daniel Jones is out.
Daniel Jones is out. So they let up 2 touchdowns here. They let up more than 2 touchdowns there. They let up more than 2 touchdowns there. They have had one game all season in which they let up less than 14 points. So I'm going to add that to my best bets. I like it.
I can't do 14 points my best bets, even though I will take the Bills to cover. The Giants stink, but I think they might actually be better without Daniel Jones.
They might be. Sometimes you sometimes get a little bit scared about that second string quarterback. Who is for the Giants, by the way?
Tyrod Taylor?
Is it still? Giants quarterback roster. I'm seeing, dude, Giants website. Why do you not have this listed by position? That is making it very hard for me.
Pretty sure it's Tyrod Taylor.
It's Tyrod Taylor. Yep, he's still on the roster. So,
yeah. The fact that we didn't know that gives you everything you need to know why John's putting in his best bets. I do think he's probably better than Daniel Jones, though. So
he might have a better game than Daniel Jones for sure. But hey, if you're throwing to nobody and your offensive line can't block for you, that doesn't change the situation.
The Bills' defense is also dropping like flies. They are injury ridden.
Yeah.
So
you're making me think twice about it, but
I don't want to sway you. I just am telling you why I'm not putting in my best bets. 14's a lot.
It's a ton. It's a ton, but the Giants have been able to do that once the entire season.
I know.
It's not get blown out. So,
and the Bills are a good team.
And the Bills are a good team. I guess it's just deciding on what side of the bed Josh Allen wakes up on that day. Dude, by the way, we didn't really cover this too much, but like, are him and Diggs good?
Yes.
They had a whole other like angry married couple.
He's just an emotional guy. Diggs is just a drama queen. They're fine. He needs Josh Allen. They're fine.
All right. Cowboys at Chargers, Monday Night Football. Cowboys are a 2-point favorite.
Home underdog, Chargers, Justin Herbert. I kind of like it. Dallas pissed off though. Dak pissed off.
Yeah, after getting completely embarrassed. But Chargers kind of a must-win game situation still.
Kind of, but also revenge game for Kellen Moore.
Oh,
You know, there's a lot of
yeah.
interesting factors in this game. I am going to take the Chargers to cover, but I'm not going to put in my best bets.
I'm really thinking about adding them to the best bets right now just because
you hate the Cowboys so much.
I hate the Cowboys. I definitely respect them less after last week. Kellen Moore being on the other side of it at Chargers. Fuck. I don't know. I'll leave it off, but I might be kicking myself for that. You know what? You know what I'll do? This is what I'll do. I'll take the over. There we go. That works. I at least feel like I'm doing something.
You got to get it. You got to catch me somehow.
Yeah, it's just exactly like I need to somehow, some way. So, all right, everybody, that was week 6 in a nutshell. Mark
Week
and I,
6 prediction right there.
yeah,
Crystal
and
ball, 16-9. Why would you not ride with my picks? Why would you not? John's
I
11 and 10.
I sweat on this board a little bit harder than last week. That's for sure. So
Yeah, I don't love this board as much, but listen, I love the picks that we made. I don't love all the picks John made, but I like some of them. I love the picks that I made. 16-9. He's 11 and 10. Those are both winning records. Why would you not ride with 2 winners? Guys that clearly know ball. I mean, it comes back to that. Like, use your brain or don't use your brain and use our brain. We know ball.
I'll take it, and I will leave everybody with that. Have a good night, and we will catch you guys next week. And by the way, lot of short form, medium form content going on. So if sitting through, an hour and a half of, 2 dudes going back and forth about, who has the better football takes isn't, your thing. We have a bunch of other videos that you guys can watch. They're a little bit more bite-sized, varying levels of bite-sized. So make sure to check those out. Check out our merch store if you haven't before. Comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. We have a Discord if you want to, tell us why we're stupid, privately instead of publicly. Up to you. Always an option. A lot of different ways that you can watch our content, and a lot of different ways that you can insult us for the takes. So it's perfect. Match made in heaven. We make it as easy as possible for you guys. So we appreciate it, and we will catch you next week. Peace.
See you guys.